There comes a time in every man's life where they have to ask themselves the real questions. Like, have you ever wanted a fighting game based around those Tamagotchis from the 90s? Yeah, me neither. But they made Rumble Arena anyway. Digimon Rumble Arena 2, known as Digimon Battle Chronicle in Japan, was released on the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox in 2004 by Bandai Games. Developed by Black Ship Games, a developer so obscure that as far as I can tell they dropped this one game and were sent to their room to think about what they did, never to be heard from again. Upon release, Digimon Rumble Arena 2 was met with mixed reviews, mostly complaining about the lack of polish, inspiration, or the fact that this could have easily been an expansion pack to the first game rather than a sequel. It seems some things never change. While the critics may not have liked it very much, Digimon fans seem to really enjoy Rumble Arena 2, and its Smash Bros. Inspired platform fighting, and it's not too hard to see why. The characters are all taken directly from the first 4 seasons of the anime, with most of the main characters being available right from the start, and a few unlockable characters as well. The biggest difference between Rumble Arena and Smash is the inclusion of a health bar. While throwing your opponents from a stage will still defeat them, you can also just pummel them into submission. While the game itself has no story or plot to speak of, it plays pretty well, and honestly I had a lot of fun while recording the footage for this video, despite the fact that I'm about to rip it apart in about 2 minutes. Much like Super Smash Bros., Rumble Arena is extremely easy to pick up and play, as all characters have very short move lists that are easy to understand. It should be noted that I played this on the PlayStation 2 version, so all controls will be discussed with PS2 notation. The controls are very intuitive if you've ever played Smash, and really, who hasn't at this point. There are only 2 attack buttons, with X being used for normal attacks and Square being used for specials. Combining these buttons with up or down inputs on the D-pad will result in different moves. Up in an attack button will usually be an anti-air of some kind, where down in a normal attack will be a sweep, or down in a special will typically be some kind of AoE that'll hit on both sides of you. On top of that, you can also press circle to grab and throw the opponent. This will let you get around the opponent's block. Speaking of blocking, you can block attacks by holding down the L1 button, but you are never completely safe as you can still be grabbed. And R1 lets you digivolve into a stronger version of your character, assuming you have a full Evo meter. Did I mention the meter? No? Well, slugging your opponents in the mouth with a special attack will cause them to spew blue orbs out of every orifice like they just ate a plate of that Sonic the Hedgehog curry. These are called Evo Spheres. Collecting these orbs will allow you to fill your Evo meter, which not only will allow you to digivolve, but can be used to heal yourself by holding down guard and pressing normal attack. So far so good, right? This has all the features to make an enjoyable fighting game. What could go wrong? Well, a lot actually. Infinite combos? Yeah, we got those. Overpowered characters? You betcha. Janky mechanics? We got tons, baby. This is where we crank the trash up to 11 and really start digging through that squishy, salty core. Oh, you thought you could be honorable by picking a character with no infinites? Let me introduce you to the Ice Palace. A stage so broken that literally every character in the game gets an infinite off of these spikes on the wall over here. This infinite is so easy to do that even the AI does it on easy, and don't even get me started about the final stage of the game. When I first saw this, I said to myself,
"No items! Fox only! Final destination."
And dear God was I wrong. This stage shifts around and has some pretty serious hazards. Not to mention this game doesn't really have a recovery mechanic like Smash does, you only have a double jump. So if you manage to get a grab near the end of the map, you can just kinda...
Omae wa mou shindeiru. NANI?!
I think it's pretty clear that this game is kind of a mess and it is no way a competitive fighting game, but Digimon Rumble Arena 2 has its own charm and personality that makes it worth sitting down with a group of friends, bludgeoning each other to death with complete nonsense until that one friend figures out the infinite, ruining everything for everyone. But that isn't enough reason to avoid this game as a whole. It's a fun alternative to Smash Bros. And a solid way for me to bridge 2 of my favorite things, monster taming games and fighting games. With this average experience out of the way, I want you to go forth, eat some bosses, and have a beautiful day.